everything and anything that you fall to, that you yield to, that separates you from the kingdom of God, that separates you from that heaven, that parallel dimension, that separates you from flowing from within. You become subject to it. Even when, can you say no? Can you say no to food? Can you say no to your friends? Can you say no to music? Can you say no to football on television? Can you say no to shopping? Can you say no to marijuana? Can you say no to your thoughts that loom up? Your thoughts loom up with worries. What if this, and what if that, and what if this? Why did she have to say that to me, and what's her problem? And I'll get even with her, and I'll show her, and I'll show them, and I'll prove to them. Those thoughts rise up, and they parade by. Or you lay in bed thinking about what happened during the day, what you did, what he did, what they said. That endless parade. Can you say no to it? You can't. You fall into it. See? It calls and you answer. I once had a boss, it was so funny. He used to say a lot of funny things. But he talked about the general manager. The general manager was a very strict, kind of like an old school manager, like you see in the old movies. I mean, he was strict. So my boss said that when the general manager, who was very strict, asked you to do something, let's say, then he made a joke. He said if his general manager asked you to jump, then you would jump up in the air and you would grab a hold of the chandelier and you would hang up there on the chandelier. And as you were swinging back and forth on the chandelier, you would say to the general manager, "Is this high enough, sir?" See what I mean? Well, that's the way life is. Everything calls upon you. Now, all of your issues and all of your irritations. See, if something irritates you, it's a fall. See, you shouldn't be irritated by anything. But once it has begun to irritate you, then forevermore you're subject to it. Sure, you could take medicine or you can run away from it. You could go hide on the other side of the world. You could cover your ears or, or try to be real nice to them so that they stop doing it or whatever it is, but you're still subject to it. Do you understand? I don't have to belabor the point anymore, do I? So what it means is that you've fallen your whole life. You've fallen, and people have encouraged you. They tell you to indulge yourself. That's another word, indulge. So if you kind of know that you shouldn't indulge in something, this is the first time now that someone says, go ahead, do it. Then you do it. From that moment on, you're subject to it. You're no longer free. See? So how are you going to get free? You can't make yourself free. The only way to become free is to become subject to God again. He sets you free. You have to become subject to Him. But in order to be subject to Him, you have to search for Him. Then you have to be willing to eat crow. You have to be willing to admit some things, that you hated your mom, that you resented your dad, that you took advantage of some people, that you hated your brother, see, that you lied and cheated and committed adultery, and that you've been selfish. Mainly resentful and selfish. And you've judged people harshly, haven't you? You judge them. That's another thing that makes you subject. When you judge someone, God said, judgment is mine. When you judge another person, then after that you're subject to them.